Hannah, written by Gloria Whelan, illustrated by Leslie Bowman.
Chapter 7. The students at school were given 3 days off toward the end of October to help with the potato harvest. In the sandy soil of northern Michigan, potatoes were the best crop. Papa said all you had to do was tuck them into the ground in the spring and then stand back. Everyone from the little children to the grandmothers and grandfathers turned out for the harvest. People went from farm to farm to help their neighbors. Each year there was a contest on the first day of the harvest. All the potato farmers chipped in some money, and whoever dug up the most potatoes got a prize. For the last 2 years, Carl Kleino had won. Afterwards, there was a huge supper with singing and dancing. Next to Christmas, it was the biggest celebration of the year. Even though I couldn't help with the harvest, Mama and Papa always took me. This year, Miss Robin was going to dig potatoes too. I've been teaching for 3 weeks. Now it's time I learned something, she said. The harvest started at the Hermans farm. The Hermans had the county's biggest potato fields. Mrs. Herman was a good cook, so everyone looked forward to the huge meal she put on. When the whistle blew to begin the contest, even Johnny ran out to dig potatoes. I was sitting by myself at the edge of the field where Mama and Papa had left me. I could hear the harvesters call to one another, making jokes about who was getting the most potatoes. Someone came up to me and said, "Come on, Hannah, you've got to help." It was Effie from school. Verna was with her. "I'll show you where to dig, Hannah," Verna said. I let them lead me onto the potato field. "Carl is turning over the ground, so all we have to do is pick the potatoes up and put them in the bushel baskets," Effie said. "Why is he letting us pick up potatoes?" I asked. "He'll never win the contest that way." "It was his idea," Verna said. By now, I was reaching down into the soft, sandy ground for the potatoes. They had the earth's warmness. I found first one, and then another, and another. Discovering gold, I thought, couldn't be more exciting. I felt for the bushel basket next to me and dropped the potatoes in. When I heard other potatoes being dropped into the basket, I thought they were Effie's and Verna's. Someone kept coming up to leave a new basket and carry the full one away. I could hear the other students from school nearby. I could hear Carl too. He was urging everyone to work faster. Hours went by. I moved down one furrow and up another, feeling for the hard lumps in the soft sand. My back ached and my shoes were filled with sand, and my knees hurt from kneeling. I didn't care though. I just wanted to get as many potatoes as I could. It felt wonderful to be doing what everyone else was doing. Finally, just when I thought I couldn't heave another potato into the basket, the whistle blew. There were cries of, "Hurrah!" I could hear giggles all around me. I recognized the voices from school. "Why is everyone laughing?" I asked Verna. She was giggling too. "You'll find out," she said. "Attention, everyone." It was Mr. Herman. "I have good news. This year we have a special prize of $5 to award." At the mention of so large an amount, there was a lot of clapping and cheering. "All right, quiet down. I know you were all waiting to hear who harvested the most potatoes. The winner is Hannah Thomas." I couldn't believe my ears. I just stood where I was. "Go on up and get your prize, Hannah," called Papa. Miss Robin gave me a hug and Mama reached down and squeezed my hand. Verna pulled me toward Mr. Herman. "How could I be the one to win?" I asked him. "All I know," Mr. Herman said, "is that you filled the most baskets of potatoes. Here's the prize, $5. he counted 5 $1 bills into my hand. All the children from school crowded around me, asking to see the dollar bills. Verna, tell me what happened, I said. Carl turned over the dirt, and all of us helped fill your basket. We wanted you to win the money. Now you can get that thing that makes dots and lets you write. Where's Carl? I asked. He was here a minute ago, Effie said. He ran off, said Miss Robin. I could tell from her voice she was smiling. He's afraid he'll lose his reputation for being a bad boy. Mrs. Herman called, "Time for supper!" I suddenly felt hungry. I went running off with Verna and Effie toward the Herman's house. All the while I was running, I was thinking that this was the happiest day of my life, and I would never forget it, because soon I would be able to write it down.